boundaries in the field of video game marketing, nothing would cause a stir like their print counterparts. PlayStation's recognizable marketing continued with its print and magazine push. Unlike their video counterparts, these adverts had one opportunity to steal your gaze, and they were exceptional at it. From human veins in the shapes of PlayStation buttons to human eyes with veins in the shapes, or for those interested in the suggestive, the woman who was taking her shirt off, condoms in a triangle, square, circle, and X variant, and this one. The folks at TBWA knew how to get our attention and make us remember, but PlayStation's history of eccentric and controversial print ads can be traced back to this one quote: "It's more powerful than God." A 1995 postcard passed around the Glastonbury Festival, and if you take a close look, it actually had perforations, each segment serving as a cardboard filter for smoking. And looking back, such a quote seems somewhat tame compared to what they put out next. Adverts filled with far more adult and frankly controversial content. Sony's decision to position PlayStation in this fashion is best explained by this quote: "By utilizing the punk, industrial, and dystopian arrangements set forth by various underground club movements in films like Fight Club and Blade, Sony's PlayStation captured a sense of fear and unease in their print adverts. These images targeted an older audience. They let gamers know that no matter your age, gaming could now be part of everyone's everyday life, as it collides with even the most underground street movements." But this was nothing new for PlayStation. During the release of the PlayStation 1, Sony contacted clubs across the UK and proposed setting up rooms with PlayStations for people to play with guides even made detailing the strange phenomenon. PS2's print adverts further positioned itself as the mature option for would-be gamers, crossing into adult territory most gaming companies had yet to touch. It's interesting to view the marketing push for the PS2 through the lens of transformative 90s films and design movements from the era. The simple fact that PlayStation was willing to take inspiration from films centered around underground fight rings, a heroin addict, and the nature of free will illustrates that Sony is willing to view gaming as a dynamic and adult medium. Clear references to these films are found in some of PS2 prints. This one in particular showcases a Morpheus lookalike holding a blue pill in one hand and 4 shapely red pills in the other. But the inspiration for PS2 marketing extends beyond film references, but uses entire design movements as its muse. Going back to the RAM CPU article, they identified movements like late 90s club culture, corporate grunge, and Gen X soft club as key reference points.
It's crazy, bro. What's even the point of grinding for all this music money if Don Earl is still gonna take your hand with his generational wealth? So today I'm gonna be talking about some of the problems I have with being an SA underground rapper in South Africa. Quick disclaimer, I'm not actually an underground rapper. I'm a producer and I just make beats. I don't rap or do anything like that, but I feel like I've been around underground rappers, SA underground rappers, enough to tell what the main problems they have might be. The SA underground isn't even...
A lot of people hate that modern games are so hard to run, and for what? So they can look a little bit nicer? But on the other hand, when you come across those photorealistic mods of games like GTA 5 and Cyberpunk, aren't you at least a little tempted to try them out? I know I am, especially when ASUS sponsors a video featuring their new PG34W CDN, a 5th gen.
A metal rectangle, a camera on the back,
the most talentless TikToker you'll ever witness? Is it really that bad?
Bevo, the man who got famous for how he eats his food. A TikToker with such little skill or talent that when he tried to make a documentary about his life, he was terrorized by 12-year-olds who squirted him with water.
What are you doing, bruv? Why? I'm trying to work, please. I'm not doing that. Yeah, but why?
Bevo's becoming a superstar for all the wrong reasons, the first of which being his incredibly strange teeth. When he first began on TikTok, this is all that people noticed. noticed. He tried to make videos about his daily life,
Yeah?
yet people struggled to ignore his mouth. Eat an apple through a letterbox you could. Why you wearing a gum shield, bro? I thought you was gonna bite me. To make
Damn!
matters worse, his name was Brandon Beavis, possibly the most unfortunate last name for a guy with massive teeth.
I mean, I have pretty big teeth too, so or at least the ones that I have left, right? I mean, like, oh man, this can't be real. I mean, yeah, it is. This is the kind of stuff that makes you believe that you're actually in a simulation.
You know what? I actually love these comments. Yeah, I had that throughout my school life.
Yeah.
That's why I call myself Beaver, because it's the beaver sort of thing.
In addition to being huge, his teeth were also unnaturally white,
Yeah?
leading people to think he'd gotten botched veneers in Turkey. Yet Bevo confirmed that this wasn't true.
Listen, they're my real teeth. I might have a filter on, but these are my teeth.
Accidentally giving his audience another reason
The
to
teeth
roast
whitening
him.
filter?
However, while Bevo's regular viewership was around,
I feel like this is the people that get fixated on this shit are dumb as fuck, right?
Bevo, the one.
Hey guys, so by now most of you know I've been making a parkour game for a while now, but there's still one small problem. There's no real parkour yet. What? Then what in the world?
Well, you don't see, drive.
It's clear from the first moments that the Source 2 engine isn't a minor upgrade. The dystopian future has never looked so crisp, engaging, and downright beautiful. Even on low graphics settings, the game simply pops, in much the same way.
The most expensive game ever put up for sale is a game that you have never heard of. I am almost 100% certain.
Just released.
How about a
What's going on?
Reform the police. Shut the fuck up. Yo, give me your hoodie, bro. I need to pass up. Bro, it's hella dark inside. Like,
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm terrified that this is all just gonna collapse any moment. Don't think, just go. Oh, perfect. Nailed it. Looks like it's ready to just take over a city and mow a bunch of crap down. 2, 1, go! Welcome back, guys. Today is gonna be a
We're recording.
And they're like, no.
Jared Coker Urbang
dragged the boats into the Chernobyl.
Sometimes abandoned explorers don't always go your way, and this was one of those moments. The worst thing that ever happened to me, and
Hi everyone, I am a gay homosexual.
Ew, sick.
Bro, what are you even talking about?
Honey, I don't.
making. It's probably
Football walkouts are absolutely iconic. They set the stage for the entire game. They're that inspired this entire video, and in my opinion, perfectly encapsulates why this whole community is so funny to me. We won 32-0 and still got hills. Bro. These guys are running hills on Roblox. Why are you doing conditioning on a video game? Like, what do you gain from this? And it gets even better because apparently they have a coach for the Roblox football team, and he wasn't too happy with his players recording TikToks because he commented, "Y'all have burpees tomorrow for recording without my permission." Oh my god. I would be damned if I posted a TikTok and someone pulled up in my comments talking about some, "Hey boy, I told you no recording during practice now the whole team doing burpees tomorrow." Yeah, bro, absolutely not. Based on the original poster's reply, I can almost guarantee you he did those burpees like a good boy. And if the hills are anything to go off of, the burpees probably look a little something like this. Whew, guys, I'm really starting to feel this burn. But if you think the hill runners are the only ones putting in that extra work to be the best player in the Roblox Football League, you'd be dead wrong. Because this guy is grinding on and off the field. Or as he put it, on and of the field. But we're not going to get onto him too much for not knowing how to spell. He's clearly too preoccupied to give a shit. You know, Chad does what Chad wants. He's obviously trying to make it to the big leagues because he added 3 different Roblox football teams, hoping they'll see this video and recruit him. Based on the comments though, I don't think it's working out so good for him. One of the teams he tagged was the Northgate County Bears, or Grayson Rams as their profile picture says. I don't know, I'm getting a bunch of mixed signals here, but that's besides the point. When I saw this name, it felt like I was getting some sort of deja vu. And after further investigation, it dawned on me. This is literally just that other dude's coach, bro. Why is he everywhere? But listen up, coach, and let me sit you down and give you a man-to-man talk. I respect what you're doing. You're turning these kids into weapons through hard work and discipline, but if I can be so bold as to give you some advice, you might want to turn off your TikTok reposts because you're making your whole team look like a bunch of gooners. Anyways, we've seen how these dudes practice. We've seen how they train. Now the only question is, does all this hard work actually pay off? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's to look at some of their game highlights. And guys, this community really is the gift that keeps on giving.
Make them remember who you are. Find them and blur them and get your revenge. Blur them. Blur them all, Kavan.
Bro, you cannot be serious. How are you gonna make a villain dialogue like that, which I didn't add in, by the way, that was in the original TikTok, and then follow it up with a Roblox football defense highlight? Oh my god. This cannot be real. This next clip has a copyrighted song, so I'm just gonna replace the music and we'll see if it's still super badass. And personally, I have a feeling it will be. I lied. That shit was trash. But if it makes you feel any better, the original was just as bad. If anything, my music improved it slightly. Originally, I wanted to end this video off by trying to join one of these teams. You know, just to see what it's all about. But apparently they're invite only, which I guess explains all the TikToks of people trying to get recruited.
Alright everyone,